Class 9th. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Chapter 12, The Reformation. Today's topic is Meaning of Reformation, Causes of the Reformation, Counter-Reformation. We will discuss the following points. So the objectives of today's topic are the Renaissance or the New Learning, heavy financial burden of the Church, interest of the Church in political matters, development of nationalistic feelings, evil practices in the Church, immediate cause, counter-reformation. Now we will discuss some key terms. Number 1, absolution means formal release from guilt, obligation or punishment. Number 2, dispensation means exemption from a rule or usual requirement. Number 3, simony, the making of profit out of sacred things. Number 4, celibacy, the state of abstaining from marriage. Number 5, indulgence, a grant by the Pope of remission of the punishment of sin. Number 6, cathedral, it is a Christian church that is the seat of a bishop. Number 7, anti-pope, person who is in opposition to lawful pope. Now come to the reading part, the Reformation, page number 221. Meaning of Reformation, a religious movement launched in the 16th century against the monopoly and authority of the church is called the Reformation movement. Its very existence, its principles, rituals and sacraments of the church and corrupt practices and immoral means unethical way of life of the clergyman were all attacked. This reform movement is known as the Reformation. Reformation. The Reformation is the name given to a group of religious movements of the 16th century launched by the Christians against the various drawbacks of the churches and the objectionable practices of the clergyman and the Pope. These movements created a split in the Christian church between those who continued to remain loyal to the Pope at Rome and those who broke away from the church at Rome. The former were known as Roman Catholics and the latter as Protestants. Although these movements were organized by different people under different names, they are collectively termed as Reformation because they were aimed at reforming the then existing church. Causes of the Reformation. The following causes were responsible for the Reformation movement. Number 1, the Renaissance or the New Learning. The Renaissance engendered means caused a spirit of inquiry, developed a critical attitude of mind, and broadened the mental outlook of man. It encouraged original and independent thinking on scientific lines. The people now began to question the authority of the Pope and criticize the corrupt practices and rituals and the immoral life of the clergyman, means priests. Many devoted Christians began to study the Bible themselves as it was now translated into their own languages. They now questioned the authority of the Pope as a means of salvation, means deliverance. They were simply shocked at the ignorance and superstitions of the clergyman. The learned people raised a strong voice against the abuses that had penetrated, means pierced into the church. Causes of the Reformation. The Renaissance or the New Learning. The spread of new learning and spirit of inquiry was developed by Renaissance scholars. The invention of printing press and the printing of the Bible in vernacular languages brought a new outlook among laymen. The Renaissance encouraged spirit of inquiry, developed critical attitude, and broadened the mental outlook of man. People then began to question everything including the authority of the Pope. They criticized the church practices, rituals, and the lifestyles of some of the clergymen. New learning led to a secular outlook among people. Nobles and merchants were jealous of the wealth of the church. The common man in Europe looked upon the church taxes with contempt. The changing attitude of people towards the church led to the growth of secular ideas. Heavy financial burden of the church. Funds of the church were lavishly spent in erecting, means construct artistic cathedrals and buildings in Rome and to enhance its beauty and grandeur. Besides realizing taxes, the popes began to adopt other means to collect funds. The burden fell on the peasants, laborers, and the middle class people. They all began to oppose the church because of its heavy financial burden. Heavy financial burden of the church. In the Middle Ages, the church had vast properties which gave ample income to the church. Besides releasing taxes, the popes began to adopt other means to collect funds. The priest imposed a punishment on a person who had sinned, and he was required to perform a special service or make a pilgrimage to a holy place. All these practices annoyed the rulers as well as the common people. Interest of the church in political matters. The Pope considered himself to be the representative of God on earth. He considered the kings as his subjects and claimed the authority to throne and to dethrone them. So the popes began to interfere in the internal affairs of different states. They assumed the role which was not religious in nature. Their interference in the political affairs was naturally strongly opposed by the kings and they became anti-pope. Interest of the church in political matters. Pope's interference in the political affairs was naturally opposed by the kings. Because the popes considered themselves as kings and can throne or dethrone them, so the kings were against the pope. They strongly supported the Reformation movement in order to weaken the church. They became anti-pope. Development of nationalistic feelings. The development of national feelings and rise of national states was one of the major factors which contributed to the Reformation movement in the 16th century. Rulers of many European countries such as England, Germany, etc., and many of their subjects now began to regard the Pope as a foreigner. They objected to an international church. They wanted a church free from the control of a foreign pope. Development of nationalist feelings. The main factor which contributed to the Reformation movement was the development of national feelings. Rulers of many countries like England, Germany, they regarded the Pope as a foreigner and wanted the church free from their control. Evil practices in the church. As the popes and the clergymen became ambitious and began to lead a luxurious life, many abuses and evil practices grew in the church. Clerical offices were no longer given to the deserving man but were sold for money. This evil was known as simony. According to the corrupt practice of plurality, a clergyman could hold more than one church. They behaved like feudal lords and exploited the masses. A clergyman of any state was required to pay his first year's income to the Pope as annates or first fruit. The Pope sold various kinds of pardon certificates such as the indulgences, absolutions and dispensations to save the people from sins, crimes and fire to hell. Again, the clergyman did not keep the vow, means oath of celibacy, poverty and services to mankind. So to say, religion had become a commercial business. These corrupt practices and vices in the church antagonize means anger the masses and they revolted against it. Evil practices in the church. Anti-church movements began in Europe in the Middle Ages. These movements directed their attacks on the wrongdoing of the church. The church offices were sold for money. This practice came to be known as simony. According to the corrupt practice of plurality, a priest could hold more than one church. The Pope issued pardon certificates called indulgences to those who gave money to build the church. Indulgences were letters which remitted punishments of the sinners who brought them both in this life and after their death. Immediate cause. Long before the open breach means violation with Rome, there had been only some cases of protest against the religious dictatorship of the Pope. These minor revolts were also crushed with a heavy hand. So the early reformers met with failure and death, and it now required a supreme courage to challenge the church once again. This challenge was accepted by a German reformer, Martin Luther, who revolted against the sale of the indulgences, raised a strong voice and launched a severe movement against the abuses of the church and the authority of the Pope. This proved the immediate cause of the Reformation. Immediate cause. There had been some cases of protest against the power of the Pope long before the open breach with Rome. These minor revolts were crushed with a heavy hand, so the early reformers met with failure. The challenge was accepted by a German priest, Martin Luther. He raised a strong voice and launched a movement against the abuses in the church and the authority of the Pope. This proved to be the immediate cause of the Reformation. Leading to Counter-Reformation. The Counter-Reformation movement was the direct result of Reformation, keeping in view the rapid progress of Protestantism. The Catholic started the Counter-Reformation movement to arrest the popularity of Protestantism to reform the Catholic Church by weeding out corruption and abuses, to bring back the lost sheep to its fold and to save it from extinction. The Counter-Reformation. The Reformation movement was against the Roman Catholic Church and brought about the birth of the Protestant Church. In order to restore the credibility of the Catholic Church, a large number of dedicated Christians, including some popes, introduced certain reforms within the Church. This movement is known as the Counter-Reformation. So students, we have discussed till here. Read the chapter thoroughly, learn the basic terms and follow the SNAP homework. Thank you.